For most of the world, the term lockdown is automatically associated with the pandemic. It means restricted movement, businesses shut down, and everyday life on hold. But there's one region which had already experienced all of that, and it had nothing to do with the coronavirus. In August last year, the Indian government revoked Kashmir's special status, giving New Delhi much greater control over the Muslim-majority region. And that's when the territory was placed into lockdown. Both India and Pakistan claim Kashmir in its entirety, but each administers parts of it. Kashmir was already one of the world's most militarized zones, but thousands of Indian troops were sent in to prevent any possible unrest. Activists, academics, and local leaders were detained. There was a months-long telecommunications blackout and a strict curfew. Prime Minister Narendra Modi's party, the BJP, had long advocated for stripping the special rights of Indian-administered Kashmir. It was even an election promise ahead of last year's vote. Once implemented, Modi claimed it would bring peace and development.
साथियों, मुझे पूरा विश्वास है इस नई व्यवस्था के तहत हम सब मिलकर आतंकवाद, अलगाववाद से जम्मू कश्मीर को मुक्त कराएंगे।
If New Delhi hoped that Kashmir's new status would swiftly bring peace, 2020 has surely dashed any confidence. Even with increased security and counterinsurgency operations, militant attacks have continued. It's estimated at least 229 people have died in clashes in the first 6 months of this year, including 32 civilians. For most residents, life has come to a standstill. The Indian government began to lift most restrictions on Kashmir towards the end of last year. But then the COVID-19 outbreak meant that strict public health measures had to be brought in. That combination has had a devastating effect on local businesses and employment. The constitutional change also lifted a ban on people from other parts of India buying land in Kashmir. There are fears that the cultural makeup is already shifting.
When 5 August happened, people are still not able to reconcile with that decision. And then the pandemic happened, and between all this, the state administration is now introducing new laws, which is restructuring the entire demography and politics of Kashmir.
Modi promised that things would become normal here. But the past 12 months seem to have shown just how far from ordinary life is in Kashmir. Natalie Poyhonen, The Newsmakers.